Hello. It is the end of July, sometime. I'm not sure on the date. Days sort of run together in the summer. But the end of July means it is time to start thinking about starting things for the fall garden, which seems crazy. We are not even in full summer production, but if you want a fall garden here, fall and winter vegetables take longer to grow, particularly brassicas. And so if you want brassicas in your garden and you want to start them from seed in the Pacific Northwest, now is the time to start them. So the first thing you'll notice is that I am not in my greenhouse. It is way too hot in my greenhouse during these days to start seeds and get good germination rates, and even the seedlings would probably still wither up as soon as they popped up if they did. So I have set a table up on my back patio in the shade, and it is my seedling station right now. So let's take a look at what's in here. This tray has brassicas in it, and you can easily see some of them, but everything except for this, I'll go over what the different things are, has germinated. And then these two trays are just of sunflowers. Each tray holds 50 soil blocks, and I felt like about 100 sunflowers in the fall seemed about right. Okay, let's start with the sunflowers. I have 4 varieties planted. The first is Velvet Queen from Burpee. Gonna make a beautiful red sunflower. This was from the seeds that my friend Dorte gave to me. She was given quite a few of them for free, and she generously offered me some. And then I have 2 from M.I. Gardner. The first is the chocolate cherry. The color is stunning. I was also drawn to it because it's the same name as my favorite cherry tomato, also a chocolate cherry. So, or maybe that's a chocolate berry. Anyway, I like plants that reference chocolate, evidently. Sun Gold Talls, which are a teddy bear type sunflower with all of the lots and lots of petals, not just on the outside. And this is a teddy bear dwarf, which is similar. This came from, I've never used this brand before. It came from Azure Standard. Okay, and the brassicas. The Brussels sprouts, I am growing 2 varieties. This is Long Island. This is what I have always grown before, and I really like them, but I did decide to try a new variety. This is an Igor F1, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, from M.I. Gardner and Territorial. Territorial is where, it won't look like it in this video, but that is where I buy a lot of my seeds. They are an Oregon company, and I feel like they are selling varieties of seeds for plants that generally work in our area. All right, kohlrabi, which I have never grown before, so I've never grown this variety. I've never grown any variety, so I'm gonna try it this year. I have purple sprouting broccoli. I have never grown this particular variety before. I have grown sprouting broccoli, which I like quite a bit better than the type of broccoli that just creates a single head. It just works out better for how we eat broccoli. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you coming and interrupting my video, huh? Yeah. Go play. Go play. Okay. That's enough for the dog break. From In My Gardener, I have Napa cabbage. I love Napa cabbage. We eat a lot of Asian-inspired food, and so I can't remember if I've ever grown Napa cabbage before. It seems like I have and had it fail, so we're gonna try it again. Or maybe try it for the first time. I can't remember for certain, but I'd love to eat Napa cabbage. And then, last of all, Mammoth Red Rock. I have grown this before. I really like it. It makes a smaller cabbage head than the other variety that I grow, but I really like to make sauerkraut from a red cabbage. I like the way it looks better. So I like to grow red cabbage in the fall so I can make red sauerkraut. And this is my favorite cabbage. It's a lot of people's favorite cabbage. I am definitely not unique in that. This is late flat Dutch, and it makes the beautiful, perfect, tight, smooth heads of cabbage. And it's what I grew in the spring, and it's my favorite, so I will always be growing it. And that are mostly the brassicas that I will be growing in the fall. I will also be either starting or direct sowing kale and other greens, but it's not quite time to be thinking about that yet. I've never grown carrots in the fall shoulder season, but I would like to try to grow carrots in the fall instead of in the spring. So that is also something I will be trying. And of course I'll be growing beets, but I try and grow beets. They don't grow great right now. I did just put some seeds in the ground. We'll see how they do. I just sort of try to sow them. I don't have fabulous luck with beets. I can grow them, but they're never prolific here. I just read that I may be missing boron from my soil, so I may try to do a soil test. I have noticed that they grow better in certain beds than in other beds. That may be something that I look into. I am the only person in my family that really cares for beets, so it's not terribly concerning to me that I don't get a big bumper harvest of them. I love pickled beets, but I don't want to process them, so I just pickle them for the fridge. I don't need a lot of beets for that. And my family will eat borscht maybe a couple of times a year. Anyway, so those are my plans for my fall garden when the starts. Let me know if you're planning a fall garden and what you're growing, or if there's something else I should grow. I'll see you next time.